Well, hello and welcome to another probably rather quick daily Dominion. We have a single expansion gate daily as it's Tuesday, and this one features Intrigue. And Intrigue is that expansion that doesn't have any landscape cards, any sideways cards, let's say. But the theme is victory cards, mixed victory types, and stuff that cares about choices. And we have a bunch of that here in Courtier and Steward, the choice theme, some dual type victory cards in Mill and Nobles, and also one of the most awful attacks in the game, the one and only Swindler. Although here I don't know, it doesn't seem to be that devastating, maybe, because usually what you are annoyed about is Swindler swindling your coppers into curses. Okay, that's not too bad if you can thin the curses like with something like Steward. Or I don't know, Swindler swindling your 5 costs into duchies early on, but here you're going to go for a lot of 4 costs. So maybe the main target for swindlers that will hurt would be wishing wells. When wishing wells are turned into stewards, you might not be able to do that much with those stewards anymore. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is also just another way to build. And I've already played this kingdom. Quick disclaimer, I just decided to record a playthrough now. And yeah, the path seems to be something that just ignores Swindler, to be honest, and just goes for the big payload. Bridge can globally lower the cost of cards by 1, and Conspirator, especially in conjunction with some cantrips like Wishing Wells or Mills, is pretty nice. Also, Nobles is a hand size decreasing optional village. And thus you can play, I don't know, a few nobles, a few bridges. In my earlier playthrough, I went for Baron and Courtier, but I don't think that's super great payload. And Wishing Well Draw. But Wishing Well Draw also means that you gotta be very careful and very well at deck tracking, and that's something the AI is usually good at, but also we can try to remember as much as possible about the state of our deck. I don't know how much my concentration will hold up, but I will certainly try. Now the kingdom plot looks pretty nice. The 3-bar attack is of course just Swindler being around. And the alt VP we have Nobles and Mill in to be rather pleasant alt VP. If you get 3 nobles, it's worth as much as a province, so that's a nice side effect. And apart from that, yeah, everything an engine would like, and also plus buy and bridge, very important. And yeah, thus we're probably going to open just Wishing Well Steward to maximize our chances of seeing the Steward in the first reshuffle. And yeah, I think for the 5-2, you just go trading posts and nothing probably. I think the silvers are slightly worse for your deck. I think the Steward Wishing Well opening gives you a better, a clearer path to thin down and get rid of those starting cards. Whereas trading posts getting you silvers into your deck is not great for Wishing Wells. It is better for early game payload, but you still, I think you then also want to go for Steward, and that makes the terminal situation a bit awkward. Now, yeah, the game plan is going to be starting out with Wishing Well Steward and then thin down as much as possible, build up payload, probably via conspirators. Then it's going to be an awkward situation of whether we first add another terminal, like bridge or something like that, or the first nobles. But then the first terminal, yeah, and the first nobles together should already be a nice thing to do. And yeah, I don't know. Let's just dive right into it and open Wishing Well and Steward. Don't let the AI know which of our hands had the free money. Now this is not optimal. Of course, we would like to see the wishing well here already to maybe be able to buy another wishing well, but it's really fine. And now we saw one estate and 3 coppers last turn, and thus the last card has to be an estate, which we can clear off the top there. There could be a consideration of already adding Conspirator, but so far we only have the one cantrip in deck, so we do want to add yet another Wishing Well. Whereas at this point, a Conspirator might already be the way to go. So far we've only thinned 1 copper and 1 estate though, so maybe it's fine if we just pick up another Wishing Well to really keep the draw going, as we are going to trigger this shuffle. And yeah, the most likely card there, we have 4 coppers, is copper. Of course, we don't find any copper here, but at least the second card there was a copper. Otherwise, we would have top decked a Wishing Well. And yeah, now we can hammer in those Wishing Wells. The most likely card here might be Wishing Well, actually. Or yeah, we have 2 coppers, 2 Wishing Wells, and the Steward in there. So let's wish for the Wishing Well. Very nice. And 1 copper, 1 Wishing Well, 1 Steward. What is it going to be? The Steward. No. Okay, Wishing Well is great, because that means we will draw everything. The copper, no, the copper is on the very bottom. Now we can just replace those 2 coppers essentially with a Conspirator. And next turn probably go for the nobles. Yeah, with Steward there's always this sort of awkward situation where it doesn't matter what we wish for here, to be honest, because I should have top decked the wishing or left the Wishing Well on top there actually. And it's always this kind of annoying situation where you could use the Steward for 2 money, or you could trash 2 coppers, so you have a swing of essentially 4 money there. Now, if we play the bridge next turn and we can pick up the nobles, yeah, it really doesn't matter. This is going to be awkward either way. One turn we add the nobles, the other turn we add the bridge. And we also would like to get our hands on more Wishing Wells, so maybe we just add the bridge now at this turn, actually. Trash 2 here. If we buy the bridge now, then it is going to be a bit hard to hit the 5 we would need for nobles, although we can just add Conspirator Wishing Well next turn. It's going to cost 5 money, which we will have. So yeah, bridge for sure should be the better thing to go for there. And yeah, let's hope AI doesn't snatch the last 2 Wishing Wells. Now it snatches a Courtier. And Courtier is okay here. You can use it for +1 buy, +3 money if you reveal a nobles or a mill, but it's not the most exciting, to be honest. So let's wish for a Wishing Well. And last card should be yet another Wishing Well. It doesn't matter because we are going to draw it with this Conspirator anyways. And yeah, as I said, let's add both draw and payload this turn, and next turn we can then pick up, I don't know, Noble's Wishing Well, hopefully. And yeah, things are going fine. AI adds a gold. I don't think that's the way to go. Most likely card in there. Probably still Wishing Well. We have 2 Wishing Wells on there. So yeah, now we have one of Wishing Well, copper, and Steward. It doesn't matter. Yeah, really didn't matter. And now we should probably just add nobles and, well, we don't have much choice. But for the later game plan, just having more Wishing Wells is going to be great. Now that we have 6 Wishing Wells, we have a bit more draw in the deck. It is going to be harder to wish for things because deck composition is going to be very different. And now AI also adds in nobles. What is the most likely card? I don't know. Conspirator, conspirator. Okay, there we go. Only a correct wish, but yeah, so far it doesn't matter that much. Now the last two cards are coppers, and yeah, this kingdom really rewards you for keeping good track of what's going on. And here we just add probably Noble's Bridge, some more payload. Next turn we might opt to trash out the last coppers, or we will be greedy and not do that yet. AI starts provincing, we don't really mind, I guess. Because with the nobles in our game plan, we are also adding some payload. Now here I'm kind of mindlessly wishing for wishing wells, but also wish for nobles or coppers at this point. Yeah, we're still at a deck state where it doesn't matter that much, although it's getting close. If we miss too many of the wishes, then we could be in trouble. I think because of that, we just add another pair of Nobles Bridge here. Like we could be greedy. We could add Bridge Nobles Conspirator, but that might run into a dot next turn. And yeah, let's trash the coppers, play it safe, and next turn maybe add a few more nobles and another conspirator. Yeah, what are we wishing for? We have 3 wishing wells down there, 2 nobles, 3 bridges, 2 conspirators. So now, yeah, it's really getting hard to wish for the correct things, but we do have the ups on the wishing wells. So hopefully we can find some more of them. No, that's annoying. But we can, I guess, just stop here. Or we play this Steward for +2 cards. I think that's correct. Because then we probably find the other nobles. Now those last 3 cards contain a conspirator and 2 wishing wells. Do we want to try to go for the conspirator, then we wish for wishing well? Otherwise, yeah, let's go for the wishing well. Let's try to draw it. Okay. And the deck tracking has again paid off. And we get to add nobles, bridge. We might need to play 2 of the nobles as just plus action and then draw instead, so using up also some of the terminal space. So maybe it's better to go for another conspirator instead. But yeah, as you can see, even though AI is already worsening its deck, going for those provinces, it's still not that far ahead in points. So we are building the better deck here. While AI is, I think the most likely card is still Wishing Well. Still 3 Wishing Wells down there, and also 3 Nobles, I believe. So could wish for either, and also 3 bridges. So yeah, let's do the conspirators first. Steward probably wants to just draw conspirator for more information. Actually, I should have done this before some of the other Wishing Well stuff. Now there are 2 more Wishing Wells down there, right? And the nobles. But if we just play those nobles for plus actions, then we top deck 2 Wishing Wells and a nobles, and that's pretty good. So we get to pick up more nobles and more bridge. And do we want more bridge? I don't think we need it. This is going to reduce costs by 1 more, so provinces are going to cost 4. And yeah, no, I like our position overall. I think we add a conspirator, because otherwise it might be hard to draw all of those bridges. Yeah. We will also probably need to use the nobles as +3 cards anyway, so yeah, there is also that. Now the most likely card in here is the nobles. There are 5 nobles there. And now only 4 nobles, but also for wishing wells. Let's wish for the wishing wells. The wishing is going to get much, much worse. I mean, it's already getting much, much worse. Let's increase the amount of information. We have 3 wishing wells, 3 nobles. Wishing well? Nope. This is not good. We still have 3 nobles, so if we play this for actions and cards, then we will still be able to play all those 4 bridges. But yeah, it would be nice if we could find, well, what do we have down there? 2 wishing well, 1 wishing well, 1 nobles, no, 2 nobles, no, 1 nobles, 2 nobles, sorry. And so nobles is the most likely card, but it is a conspirator instead. If the top card is a nobles and we don't draw it, so we need to wish for it anyways. It is indeed the nobles. And we find the last one, top deck, a wishing well. And yeah, playing this in a very concentrated manner does pay off, I guess. So we just go for double province, I guess. We could go for triple province and say, okay, what will AI do? Well, this is really risky because if AI gets to go for province duchy, I haven't paid all too much attention to its deck, but it has just shuffled. So in principle, with some of the golds and with the courtier, it could hit province duchy. So this would not be safe. Like even picking up 2 mils here. So I believe we just go for 2 mils here or 3 mils here anyways. This is worth as much as a duchy, and we're fairly likely to be able to at least province next turn, and that should seal the deal. This is an okay starting hand. Okay, AI would have only been able to province, so yeah, wishing well, wishing very well. Maybe another wishing well? No, okay. But yeah, this is actions, cards, conspirator. 4 out of our 6 wishing wells here, 4 out of our 7 nobles, so the most likely card. Let's increase the information. Decline that. Maybe we wish for province actually, because that would be an annoying card to have there. Okay, we have 2 provinces in there, so it's a fine wish. And I should have played the conspirator first. But yeah, we are already at province here. And now we find 1 bridge. Very nice, I guess. Can do the... Did we already do the nobles thing? Yeah, we did do the nobles thing, so maybe we don't want to do that here. And I'm just noticing something is not going right with my power supply. I need to very briefly pause the video. And I'm back, and it seems to be fixed, but it's a bit concerning. Yeah, so we cannot do the nobles draw thing if we want to play the bridges, I think. Let's just play the mill, decline that, and just go for the actions. Play those bridges, pick up another province, and pick up some duchies for a very nice and round and controlled victory in 16 turns. Yeah, I don't know. Wishing well kingdoms always are, or wishing well dominated kingdoms always are interesting because you really, really gotta focus on the game and have your mind there. What do I think about AI strategy? It's essentially big money, just buying golds, gaining golds off of courtiers, going for the trading post. Did it have the 5-2 that it went for the trading post? Sorry, yeah, I should have paid more attention to what AI was doing. But no, it had the Steward wishing well opening, and then went for late trading post. I don't think that's a play here, because the trading post will immediately fight for the terminal space, just as it did here with Steward. And then it's just going to be awkward. And actually here AI might have needed to trash the Steward even. Is that true? Or the coppers, yeah. Just trading post on turn 3 is not that enticing. But also, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's not the most impressive of gameplay of AI here. But of course, I'm very thankful any day AI skips Swindler, and we kind of have this truce of both skipping Swindler. So I do enjoy this one. It's neat. It probably can go even more aggressively on the bridge stuff, but the draw is kind of shaky, and if you need to use too many of your nobles for the draw option instead of the actions option, then you get into trouble being able to play them. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed this one. I hope you did as well, and I will try to catch you in the next one whenever that may be. And until then, goodbye.